Huel is damaging your perception of food more than you think. In my last video, I dived into the hardcore diet promoted by Huel, a supplementary food brand who commonly adopt an influencer approach within their marketing. Not gonna lie, my video received a little bit of criticism. So today I'm gonna explore both sides of the product, because who doesn't love devil's advocate? Huel's main target audience is gym bros. Their social media platforms exhibit extreme lifestyles and many physically active challenges. They often share stories of individuals who explicitly consume Huel, sometimes having eaten no physical food for years and years.
We've never suggested it should be 100%, never. But some people have lived like that for quite a number of years.
I'm not a psychiatrist. Whilst there's a debate on what eating disorder Huel is specifically causing, romanticising and adding to, the company does still continue to push an unhealthy lifestyle disguised as a health first plan. I got the maths a little bit wrong on the last video. 200 calories per bottle, I believe. But 4,000 calories times 3 equals 1,200. This is still extremely insufficient, especially for the active lifestyles they're marketed towards. Fortunately, eating disorders present alternatively to a skinny girl on ED Twitter. Huel's suggested diet and life plans easily encouraging individuals into further extremes. Anyone who thinks this is a normal way to live and a normal amount of calories to consume for the day-to-day person likely has a subconscious eating disorder themselves. It is such an impossible world to live in as it is. Unattainable beauty standards are continually thrown at us on social media and in real life alike. Huel undoubtedly adds to that. They promote and monetize on an unhealthy and calorie lacking lifestyle. However, there's two sides to every story, and whilst I've mainly focused on the negatives of Huel, there are many success stories. I had a comment on my last video. It was a girl in the eating disorder recovery. Watching this, by the way, I'm really proud of you. And she actually said that Huel massively helped her gain weight. And after reading that, I wanted to know some more about Huel aiding anorexia recovery. It turns out there's a wide range of people who have had the exact same story. Many individuals who struggled with disordered eating and consuming the right amount of calories found that Huel helped them get all of that in one go. It seemed less scary and anxiety inducing to drink it in a drink rather than eating an actual meal. Another perspective is people with immune deficiencies. One of my friends reached out to me having watched the video, and she actually said that Huel significantly increased her granddad's recovery. Following intense treatment, her granddad couldn't properly eat anymore. It wasn't that he wasn't hungry or didn't want to, just genuinely struggled with the physical eating aspect. I'm not gonna lie, this opened my mind a lot. Realised I was quite close-minded in my last video. From a place of privilege, I didn't really consider people with disabilities and conditions stopping them from eating. I did compare Huel to 4-set milkshakes, but this really made me realise that Huel can be a really helpful tool for people in these positions. For vulnerable and weaker people, I can see why these 400-calorie bottled drinks are really fucking helpful. Yeah, I want to apologise and put my hands up and say that I genuinely didn't consider that before, and it's something I've really enjoyed exploring and actually thinking about today. Yeah, I'm really glad that this was actually brought up to me. We as humans will never know everything, and we have to be open to continue to learn. I'm absolutely one of them people, and if I don't get something completely right, or if I'm missing another side of the story, I want to be told. So to everyone that commented and did let me know these stories, I do really appreciate it.
As previously stated, Huel aims to support balanced nutrition. But can a liquid diet feasibly replace physical meals and food? Approximately 95% of serotonin is released during digestion. Cutting out the digestive process altogether in favour of protein milkshakes can be very detrimental. Physical food is essential for our mental health. Think about the memories lost to a liquid diet. No sitting around the dinner table as a family. No picnics in the park with your mates. No sitting in a restaurant wondering if that next waiter has your food. Yet shake-based diets like Huel and Soylent continue to present the idea of consuming less food as a positive to the lifestyle. In the today's world of biohacking and extreme look-maxing, vulnerable and more impressionable individuals are likely to see these products, incorporating them to attempt further aesthetic satisfaction. Huel paints a picture of success. If you dedicate your aspirations to the exact same lifestyle as their ambassadors, then you too will be a rich, successful businessman. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look and feel better about yourself. You just don't need to restrict your diet to liquids to do so. Drinking protein milkshakes for the rest of your days isn't going to make you rich and desirable. Huel may provide the right amount of each vitamin, but it further further romanticises the acceptance of restriction. Individuals struggling with disordered eating behaviours don't need to cap their nutritional intake at Huel. It can work as a stepping stone, yeah, but not indefinitely. Although there are some success stories.
It's however important to note the cases of vulnerable people that are generally in recovery and unable to properly eat. And they just can't be compared to the gym bros that Huel markets towards. Huel would generally be a more respectable company if they marketed to that demographic. Their current values just feel scummy and exploitative. Cancer patient or someone in ED recovery consuming Huel is a massive achievement, an obvious positive. These individuals can't be compared with the health guru audience that Huel purposely targets. A consistent diet of protein milkshakes is in no way sustainable for the normal person, especially the active gym gurus and hooligans that Huel targets. Huel simply adds to the calorie counting culture that society already embodies. It's obvious the problem goes beyond Huel, but they definitely play a role in the game. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm. Bye!